Good morning, you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. It's been a minute since you've seen me with a cup of coffee. I've been trying to cut back, but not really. Honestly, I've just been buying bougie coffee like I shouldn't be doing. But I made a cup of coffee this morning. It is Twix flavored, with a sugar-free Twix creamer, and it's okay. It's not horrible. Wish it was a little bit hotter, but it's okay. I had a million things to do while my coffee was brewing, and then it just wasn't as hot by the time I got to it. What can you do about it? We're here for everything that I read in the month of August. And spoiler alert, it was only 8 books. It was only 8 books, and there's a couple of very specific reasons for it. One reason is still right behind me, and that's DragonCon. I didn't read much at DragonCon, and that took up the last 5 days of my August. My birthday is also in August, and I was celebrating it quite a bit with, multiple festivities with family and friends and, just a lot of people. So spent a lot of time celebrating my birthday. And then number 3, the biggest reason I believe is because I was in a little bit of a book slump. I read 2 of my favorite books of the year in the month of August. It's my birthday month. I always do this. And I did my annual Outlander reread, which I did not count here because I've read that book so many hundreds of times. So I read 8 new books in the month of August, and let's jump into it. The very first book that I read in the month of August set the absolute freaking tone. I finished it right around my birthday, and I tell you what, it is my favorite book of the year, and maybe one of my favorite books ever. 5-star plus, absolutely no notes. I did a whole video on it. Blood Over Brighthaven by M.L. Wang. M.L. Wang is a brilliant, brilliant fantasy author. Blood Over Brighthaven, in my opinion, is her best work. I will rave about this book for eternity. I am so glad that I read it because Sword of Kaigan, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like, it didn't speak to me the way that this book did. But this was a phenomenal book, and I am just absolutely over the moon. But because of it, I got in a little bit of a reading slump. I had a little bit of a hard time reading anything else. So there's that. The second book I read in the month was Coffee Shop in an Alternate Universe by C.B. Lee. It is a LGBTQ story. It is super cute. I got it in my birthday haul. If you look at my birthday bookish girl haul, you'll see that I got this book. It was super cute. I did give it 3 stars. It was super cute. 3 stars is a very decent book for me. Anything below 3 stars, I didn't like it. If it's a 1 star, it was horrible, 0 notes. Like, I would never read that again. I would not recommend it to anybody. 3 stars is like a normal book. 4 stars is it was really freaking good and kept me on the edge of my seat or whatever it is. 5 stars obviously is fantastic. 5 stars plus is one of my favorite books of the year. So 3 stars for Coffee Shop in an Alternate Universe. Absolutely a fun read. Next I read Shatter Me by Teria Mafi. And that one wasn't for me. It got 2 stars. I saw it on TikTok. There was this girl who was like, my favorite fantasy series. And I loved every series that she posted. But she posted this one and I was like, I've never read that series. I had multiple friends who had read it. it was weird to me. Also, it is limerickly written. I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to be poetry or like spoken word, but that's the way it's written. And it just didn't speak to me. It was 2 stars for me. I ended up DNFing that one. Darlin by E.L. Lewis was a fun one. It was about like a rich girl who went on in search of her brother, and he had joined a biker gang, and so very Sons of Anarchy vibes. This rich girl goes out to the biker gang or whatever, and falls in love with the VP. And yeah, it was a fun read though. I gave that one 3 stars, which means it's a decent book. Heavenly Bodies by Imani Iru. I also gave 3 stars. Yeah, I can't tell you anything about this book, really. Is that terrible? I must have enjoyed it because I gave it 3 stars. I think it's the one with the girl who like has stars in her. I'm gonna be real with you. I did this one between like the 2 books that I really, really love this year, and some of these just are blending together, the other ones. I gave it 3 stars. I must have enjoyed it. I could not tell you a solitary character name from that book, but I know I read it. It just was okay. Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Moss, 3 stars. I do remember details about this one because I had really high expectations and was kind of let down a little bit. I expected this to be a 5-star read for me because, you know, I love romantasy, specifically in fantasy. And I had just read the Never List, which is also a Why Choose, like, gods and mortals kind of book. And I expected this to be as good. It was not as good. It was fun, but it didn't stand out to me above other romantasies. So it was just a 3-star for me. Then came my second 5-star plus of the month. I also did a video on this one, so it should be no surprise. It is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Oh my gosh, if you are not scared of a sapphic romance, if you like the 80s, if you are into space, read this mother trucking book. Found family. All the tropes are really well done. It is my favorite Taylor Jenkins Reid. So good. So good. If I had not read Blood Over Brighthaven this year, this might be my favorite book of the year. But Blood Over Brighthaven is like just inching above this one, but it's so good. So good, guys. And the last book and 8th book I read was Just Another Missing Person by Gillian McAllister. I gave it 4 stars. There was a twist in it that I didn't see coming. And for a thriller, for me, a twist that I don't see coming is pretty good because I've seen them all. So yeah, those were the 8 books that I read. 2 of those completely knocked my socks off. The rest of them were kind of run-of-the-mill okay. Like, yeah, that book was good. Nothing stood out. One was terrible, which was Shatter Me. Yeah, I am already trucking into September. I have finished 1 and am in the middle of 2. So there you go. I love you guys so much. Oh, I forgot to put my little chart in here. I'll put it here at the end. And I love you guys so much. I hope you're having an amazing start to your September, an amazing start to your fall. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye.